This is our project on identity, power, and leadership. I'm Blair.
I'm Savannah.
I'm Lexi.
I'm Mia.
I'm Layla.
And we will be talking about socioeconomics in regards to leadership and how identity and power relate to stereotypes.
To explore this topic, we conducted interviews of students both here at Baylor and at the University of Southern California in Princeton.
The questions we asked were, how does socioeconomics affect education? How does socioeconomics affect job opportunity? And how does socioeconomics affect confidence?
With many being unable to afford private education, young people are forced to turn to public education, which often lacks necessary funding and training, particularly in inner city areas, to be conducive to a learning environment.
To me, I feel one's economic class can affect the person's education, especially in my country where I come from. The quality of education you can access has a bit to do with your financial capability. So there are not so much scholarship opportunities. So I would say one's economic class affects the quality of education the person can get, which apparently affects the person's overall education.
They also affect education by creating unequal opportunities. And while the public school system attempts to get rid of this inequality, the status of the community ultimately still affects the quality of the school, which is why in poorer communities often they have less resources to provide the students.
Oftentimes, factors such as race and social standing can prohibit job hirings through racial discrimination or lacking the necessary tools to be able to get the job due to their socioeconomic position. However, programs like affirmative action can have a positive impact towards this.
If it affects their job opportunities, I'll say yes, because it's all connected. The quality of education you get will determine the skill set that you acquire, and most of the jobs around is based on your skill set. Though you have some situation where you're just good in something even without so much education, but on a general note, your education to a large extent determines your skill set, and your skill set will determine the kind of job you can get.
Socioeconomics affects job opportunity because it affects the skill set that the workers have in order to complete their job effectively, and also the resources that they have, such as transportation.
Because of the lacking educational and fiscal opportunities, the confidence of those restricted by socioeconomic factors is low, forcing many to turn to clandestine activities.
I think that confidence has a lot to do with knowing that you have the right background and skill set in order to complete certain tasks and be a functioning member of society. So people with different socioeconomic backgrounds might feel that they have different preparations in order to interact with the world, which can affect their confidence.
Most of the leaders, I think most leaders come from the upper class, because mostly people at the lower economic class, they're still grappling with survival, and you have to survive before you can rescue someone else. So most times leaders that have like the wherewithal, the financial capabilities, those are the ones that vie for political positions and all that. But yeah, we have situations where you have some few rare situation where someone from the lower class get leadership opportunities, but it's not that common. And with the current situation where vying for political office, you need lots of money to even purchase the form, so your economic status would determine what leadership position you can get and which one you should vie for. I think from my perspective, in America, um, the gap between the rich and the poor, even though is huge, just like in my country, but the lower class in America can still have access to lots of credit facilities, and you can get to buy car loan, you get to get house on mortgage and all this stuff. But in my country, the access to those credit facilities are not that big, so the gap is more pronounced compared to the US, where those credit facilities kind of help cushion the gap.
Thank you.